What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, as y'all can see, I got on what I call my crisis hoodie. This is the crisis hoodie. Seems like every time something crazy is going on, I gotta break this big boy out. But anyway, this is what we're talking about today. Um, those of y'all who've been paying close attention, and many of you who live out here, y'all may already know about the winter storm that's hit Texas, and millions of people have been without power. They've been having rolling blackouts. I was doing a live last night, and the power just went out in the middle of the live. Um, so now a lot of people are in their homes, practically just almost freezing. It's super cold because there's no power, and in some cases no water, uh, definitely no heat, and people are feeling it right now. People who are just everyday get up, go to work type people, people who like us, like we all do, take those things for granted. The basic necessities, we just take those things for granted because we can just walk into a room and flip a light switch or go turn on some fire on the stove or whatever the case might be. Not able to do that. But I want to talk about this, man, because what we got to understand is that even in these tough times like this, when it gets tough, you gotta be thankful. You gotta have gratitude. You gotta be grateful for the position you are in, even if that position is not the most convenient or the most comfortable position for you at that time. And there's a couple of reasons behind that. Reason number one is that you have been afforded these luxuries in most cases, all your life. You know, there are a lot of people who have just never had to experience what people are experiencing right now. So you have to be thankful for what you've already been blessed with. But you also got to be thankful because regardless of the situation that you're in right now, it could actually be worse. It could always be worse. And for some people it is worse. So, the last thing you want to do is you don't want to be found complaining about the situation, even though, I'm not saying you're supposed to be smiling and happy that you're going through what you're going through, but, try to keep your complaints and that negative attitude at a minimum because, you get a chance to get a little taste of what homeless people experience every day, year in and year out. And in a lot of cases, they're not afforded the ability to just wait for a matter of time to come when somebody comes and cuts something back on when it gets warm. You know, those of us who have roofs over our head, we're stressing out and complaining about the scenario we're in right now when there are homeless people right now that's outside in this, covering up the best they can, sleeping in tents if they lucky. If they lucky, they got a tent. Or, you cover it up in as much clothing as you can. And those are the people who we should always bring to mind first when we get ready to fix our mouth to start complaining about the situation that we're in because we've been without power for um, a few hours or in some cases a few days. I know people that have unfortunately been without power every day this week, and then some people theirs have been on and off. So there's still levels of gratitude that we have to show, man, to understand. Look, man, your situation could be worse, and we got to pull together and not lose our composure in situations like this. Uh, and I think that'll make us better. I think it'll make us stronger as individuals and as a collective when we come to the understanding that everything ain't about you, everything ain't about me. So we fall into this thing where we just sit around and worry about our own issues and what's going on with us, and it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. This thing operates on so many levels, man. I've heard so many stories of people with elderly people in the house, people with sick people in the house, people with babies in the house, young children in the house. Man, just some tough stories, man. So if you are one of the people who are kind of just have to fend for yourself, you only have to worry about yourself, or maybe there are other able-bodied people in the house where y'all can kind of pull together and make it easy, then just do the best you can, but don't be found um, griping too much about it, complaining at all. Be thankful to God that the situation was only turned up on you to maybe 2 or 3, because in some places it's turned up to 8, 9, or 10. For those who are outdoors in freezing temperatures and snow and all that, it's on 1,000. So keep that in mind, man, because it just doesn't apply to this particular situation. It really applies to all aspects of life, other situations that come about, um, that we tend to get ungrateful about, not realizing how good we really got it. All right. Anyway, go listen to the song I got called "Even When It's Bad." It's still good even when it's bad. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one in a hot second. Peace.